I'm in second place and you pass me, what place are you in?
First.
First place.
Yes.
I'm in second place and you pass me. Well, how would you be in first place?
Because I passed you. I passed you, so I'm in first.
I'm in second place, though.
Congratulations. Now I'm in first because I passed you. I passed you. Are we running? Are we driving? It doesn't matter. I passed you. I'm in first.
Good morning, fam, or shit, good afternoon now. So y'all forgive that graphic. We a little bit late. Before we get started, we are live, exclusive at Auntie's, the Boiler Room. Y'all make sure y'all like the stream, share the stream, and support the stream through Cash App, Super Chat. Super Thanks is always available if you're going to be catching the replay. We do greatly appreciate that. That's that right there on the screen. A lot of things that we going to cover and we gonna rant about, right? So we gonna talk about the whole, you know what I'm saying, numbers and subscriber supremacy shit. Or as a matter of fact, I guess I'm gonna do most of the talking here because I got shit to do today. So I don't know if we're gonna open up the panel. So if anybody had the feeling, want, or inclination to come up here and derail shit, I'll just let you know that is highly unlikely for today. Because it's a whole lot of bullshit going on, not just in these streets, but in the algorithm. It's coming up in my feed. I know it's coming up in yours too. And a lot of people just ain't gonna call the shit out for the simple fact that it done went over their head. They don't even fucking notice it. All right. So I really don't want to insult nobody's intelligence, and I'm not in a position to do so. And I'm going to tell you why I cannot insult most of these motherfuckers' intelligence, because their intelligence or lack thereof actually insults me. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna get into that. Okay. We're gonna get into the difference between opinions and facts because I didn't know that this was still something that you had to explain to people that are over the age of 9. And I mean 9, like single fucking number. I usually learn this shit in like the 2nd or the 3rd grade. So we're gonna get into all of that. And I know I was on DJ Witch Doctor's show the other night, and we were talking about the effects of social media and the internet. Not just the internet, but just technology as a whole on people's IQ. I've broken this down, and yes, we are in. What up, Lurk? What up, Just My 5? And what up, Emperor Kojak? We are in not just a day and age, but in multiple algorithms and on platforms in which intelligence is scrutinized, but stupidity is monetized. Yes. That is the issue. That is the issue. So now, like, a lack of intelligence or stupidity is not just, like, it's not just normalized. We're way past that shit. Like, we're way past that. That shit is pedestalized. Like real shit. The less intelligence you have, the more motherfuckers will prop your ass up. You know? And we were also talking about how, are we a reflection of the algorithm? Or is the algorithm or the algorithms, are they a reflection of us? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's an old saying. Like, that's not even new. It's like, okay, life imitates art. But does it? What up, Sop Passe? May, what's good? What's good? Like, for real. Does life imitate art? Or does art imitate life? And real shit. I remember probably about a year or so ago, I had got into I was in a conversation. It wasn't a debate. It was a conversation with podcast. I seen your little podcast, right? And he was talking about how he feels as though he's being suppressed in the algorithm, you know what I'm saying, and everything else. And he showed us what was coming up in his feed, like his shorts and shit like that. And when he shared the screen and showed it, I see all types of just total ridiculous dumb shit. Like, I see people cracking glass over their fucking heads. I see people, like dragging bare ass on concrete. You know what I'm saying? I see women just doing fucking jumping jacks and shit, and them getting close-ups on the tatas bouncing and shit. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And I'm like, bro, if certain shit ain't coming up in your feed, I don't know if that's YouTube's fault. It's like, that's kind of the shit that you into, bro. Because I ain't never seen no shit like that in my feed. All types of shit when it comes to like marketing, philosophy. Of course, basketball shit will come up. You know what I'm saying? Of course, a little bit of, dragging, going off, roasting. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit, people just going ham on this motherfucker. That'll go up. You know what I'm saying? That'll come up too. But pretty much the shit that I watch and the shit that I'm into that gets my attention is usually what the fuck is going to come up in my feed. That's how it works. So if you're prone to watching cats jump off of dressers, and bullfrogs eat like roaches by the hundreds and shit, chances are shit like that is what's going to come up in your feed. If you're on some motivational shit, like that's what you watch, motivation, philosophy, self-improvement, stuff like that, likely more of that shit's going to come up in your feed. You know? So I think the problem is, you know, that a lot of folks really do believe that just because this is the way they see things, that's the way it is. And that's going to go into the facts versus opinions thing. Because the other day on the Drip Shows panel, I was told that my opinion and assessment, although may be extremely accurate, highly likely that it is accurate, I was told that the shit is a lie. Which I didn't even know an opinion or assessment could be a fucking lie. Unless you're just lying about your beliefs. But hey, we're going to break that shit down in a minute. Now, we're also going to get into the other part. And I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying? This is a rant, so I'm kind of rambling around. But the question is, when the fuck is enough enough? You know? So, I really don't want to get too messy when it comes to that shit. But I caught some shit on replay last night. Like, I caught multiple streams on replay. And it was kind of like the same topic. You know what I'm saying? Or same situation. Because it really wasn't a topic. You know, it wasn't a topic. It was the same situation regarding certain folks on YouTube and their personal shit that seems to like never fucking end, right? And all types of names got dropped. Other people got put up in the shit that it really has nothing to do with. And the shit been going on for years. Years. No. Matter of fact, fuck it. It's Rant. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to name names. You know what I'm saying? We saw some shit going on between, you know what I'm saying, the sus god, the simp god, Daryl Long, and Lucky Marie. Like, it's all types of shit that I don't know if folks is privy to. I don't know if y'all remember, you know what I'm saying, Lotion Gate, if y'all remember some other shit, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But that shit, I guess it started on his channel, his wife's channel, went over to her channel. You know what I'm saying? It ended up on DJ Witch Doctor show. And I saw a lot of other like third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh parties involved. You know? Now, I don't want to get too messy. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and drop the shield. That's what that's what the old boy said to me on the purge, right? Nigga said drop the shield. I'm gonna drop the shield. You know, drop the shield, right? Okay. So that's why I said, matter of fact, let me bring that shit back up so y'all can see it. That's why I say, like, when the fuck is enough enough? And that's also one of the reasons why I get it. People might not agree with the links that Corey Holcomb went to when he decided to, you know what I'm saying, put Anton's fam on a fucking t-shirt and shit. When he decided to do all of this shit that you see on the screen right here. You know what I'm saying? And just go the fuck off. Or when the wife ends up on the thumbnail and people start getting exposed and shit like that. But real shit, the way I see it, that shit just, what up, Richard Conley? That shit just be motherfuckers saying, look, enough is enough. And even if I might not agree with the links that somebody goes to because, hey, I don't think it's necessary, or a lot of times I think more is necessary because that's the reason why that shit be going on. So instead of going ahead and singing along with the song that will not ever end, when the fuck are people going to decide that enough is enough? When the fuck do people either get starved of oxygen, where you just stop paying attention to the motherfuckers, you know? Those motherfuckers get deemed totally radioactive, get labeled bad action, because I done seen this shit in real life. If you got a motherfucker, for example, you know what I'm saying, in the pool room, you know, in the gambling spot, back at the barber shop, whatever, dice game, that has a reputation for ass betting, shooting air balls, never paying up. Nah, you label that motherfucker bad action, bro. You don't get no action until you clean your face. And from now on, you got to put the money on the lights. You got to post the cash. Your word is no longer gold. You get labeled bad action. You know? But here, I don't know. People just let all types of shit just go. And with that one, I can't name names because it's too many motherfuckers that do it. You know what I'm saying? I see the dude I see dudes and I see, you know what I'm saying, women too, you know, like involved in that particular situation or not involved in it, that either get drug into it or insert themselves into the shit, which I don't even think they be knowing that's the reason why that shit keeps going on. Like, for real, I can't even blame the two parties involved anymore, because they're just doing the shit that they do. And yes, I say the 2 or 3 parties involved. Yes, ain't none of them motherfuckers innocent when it comes to the role that they play in those situations. You know? Because yes, it's one thing to go back and forth, stream for stream on a motherfucker, pop hella shit, lie, you know, dox, exaggerate, name drop, all of that shit. Yes, messy as fuck. Something that definitely does perpetuate shit and keep that shit going longer than it should happen. And that shit should definitely be called out. No doubt. And I'm gonna do that. That's bullshit. But even on other sides, fuck you gonna do about it? You gonna take part in that shit? Go live, open up panels, bring all types of 3rd, 4th, 5th people up there, so that way now all of a sudden the attention ain't just on you. Now it's on all of the people that you done fucking involved. And pass this video to this one and hit up this one and do this one. And yeah, you done wrong me and you done wrong that. And now instead of the shit being between 2 or 3 people, the shit's between 10 or 15 motherfuckers. Ain't that about a bitch? You know? What up, L. Nixon? Shout out to Don Gordito. You know? Nah, if you want to, man, you just block the man personally, man. It's all good. Or woman, whoever you got issues with. Don't even worry about it. And that's a fact. This is what everyone likes, and everyone's innocent. But that's when I say, when the fuck is enough enough? Because I get it, man. I'm with this shit, too. You know, I got the banner and all that shit, man. That shit, you know what I'm saying, bro? Niggas with the shit. I get a little messy. You know? I get a lot messy from time to time. And it's all good. But real shit, once that shit over. I'm either gonna drop that shit, ignore a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, or just flame their ass into absolute fucking oblivion, whatever the fuck it is, you know? If it's a fly I'm dealing with, I'll swat the motherfucker. Okay? If I'm dealing with roaches, then I might have to bomb the goddamn crib. If I'm dealing with rats, I'm gonna have to use poison. You know? If I'm dealing with birds, hey, we might have to start skeet shooting. You know? Like I say, some fires, in order to put them out, you're going to have to just stomp them out. Other fires, you have to fight with water. And then other fires, you have to deprive of oxygen. It depends on what type of fire you're dealing with. And other fires have to be fought with more fire. It's a situational thing. But what I've noticed here, when it comes to the whole when is enough thing, these motherfuckers don't want to admit that they like playing with fire. Yeah, they like playing with fire. And the reason why a lot of these motherfuckers like playing with fire is because at the end of the day, it's now the cool thing to cry victim when you get burnt. Like it's cool. Nah, man. Nah, homie. Nah, homie. That's why, you know what? I might have to start giving other types of consults when talking to and dealing with people, mainly on how to handle just bullshit, you know, on here. Because people know I done got into plenty of shit on this motherfucker. But how much of that same shit am I into right now? None. And does that, hey, this stream might just kick up some more shit. And I don't give a fuck. Because I guarantee you this. That shit will be over when the fuck I say it is. I guarantee you that. When I'm done playing, I'm not playing. Not fucking playing. For real. And maybe that's just me. Maybe that's the way I was raised. I'm from a place where motherfuckers will cut off your goddamn hand just to take your fucking bracelet. Okay? It's like that scene in that movie Demolition Man. Remember that shit? It's like, hey, you got to get through the retinal scan and shit. You know what I'm saying? Wesley Snipes had to get out of there with the retinal scan. Whatever. They can just pull that motherfucker eye out. Fuck out of here. Fuck your eye. You know? Real shit. I need your thumbprint to access that shit. I cut off your fucking thumb. Real shit. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to button up your fucking shirt, but I don't give a fuck. So, I know that shit, man. You know, but just like Sat Passe just said, oh, people don't realize that everything or everyone can get their turn. It's wild, bro, because I really do believe that folks believe that they can be involved in mess and stay clean and remain stain free. Y'all ain't non-stick motherfucking Teflon and shit. None of y'all. None of y'all. But real shit, I see an opportunity to make some money when it comes to this shit. Real shit. So I'm making that damn declaration. Y'all see the IG right there. Ant _T_the king. Hit me up. I'm giving consults. You got some shit that's annoying the ever-loving fuck out of you. I will give you the formula to fucking just totally ruin that motherfucker or get them off of your neck within 30 fucking days. In most cases, it don't even take that long. It really depends on how much damage you're willing to fucking do. Like, how far into hell are you willing to go? Because I believe in just taking an extended vacation down there. But let's keep it real. With the amount of time that I see motherfuckers drag out this so-called fucking beef, which I don't even think, bro, if you can drag out beef for years upon fucking years, that shit ain't beef, man. Them shits be love taps, bro. That shit just be goddamn internet flirting. Or it's just a fucking play. It's just a play for views. That's what I say. I'm old enough to remember the movie Old Yeller, right? You think they was about to sit there and play with Old Yeller? Once that motherfucker got rabies and shit, what up, Mr. Music? Nah, you take that shit out back and you shoot that shit. Bomb. Done. Done. Shout out to Sop Passe, you know the deal. So I said, I'm like, okay. And then every now and then, you dealing with somebody that's like, that might have an immunity to standard shells. I get it. Some people don't fucking care. You know, you can shoot at them, they gonna shoot back. I get it. It's the internet. You can't physically hurt motherfuckers. So, hey, sometimes you might just have to make the folks around them extremely uncomfortable. Like, extremely uncomfortable. Trust me, everybody's got something. You know what I'm saying? That they either don't want to lose or that they hold value and is near, dear, and true. So that's why I ask people, how far are you willing to go? You know? And again, this is Wednesday, so I'll probably do like a What the Fuck Wednesday later on. And I'm going to show when Corey Holcomb said on the 5150 show. And I get it. A lot of motherfuckers don't like Corey Holcomb, and it's cool. I can see exactly why. I ain't too fond of the motherfucker neither. But I understood this goddamn part. Right here. Ain't none of that shit off limits. When I tell a motherfucker to leave me alone, I mean that shit. And how many warnings you gonna give a motherfucker before that shit ain't no warning no more? That shit is just an empty threat. So that's why I said, when is enough enough? Because you can't tell me that you had enough and then 4 fucking years later, your ass is still going back and forth with the same motherfucker that you said you had enough of 4 years ago. That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody innocent. And ain't nobody no motherfucking victim. You got villains and you got volunteers. You know? And you got casualties. That's how that shit work. What up, Thelonious? That's how this shit works. But for real, I don't even really like the whole war thing because niggas ain't on here for that purpose. Like, niggas is just trying to do content, you know what I'm saying, grow your channel, maybe even do collaborations, you know what I'm saying, gain support, give support, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. That's why I be like, man, in that shit, man. You know, in that shit. But a lot of these folks don't get that shit, man. So I'm just being real. If you're in a goddamn boxing match and your opponent keeps exposing their chin, how many times you gonna allow that motherfucker to do that shit before you hit them in their fucking chin? Now, I've said this shit over and over again. To go back to like the Corey Holcomb Anton shit. Bro, people like, oh, well, in my opinion, family's off limits. I don't give a fuck about your opinion or how you move or what the fuck ever. I'm from a place where if a motherfucker got issues with you, they'll just knock the fuck out of the motherfucker next to you. That's it. And if you want to protect your homies and your loved ones, I suggest you, number one, keep them the fuck up out of your shit. Or number two, you stay the fuck out of shit. Because I don't understand that. And y'all, I don't think y'all understand. And people be thinking that invisible code and shit. And keep in mind, y'all gonna have to infer what the fuck I mean. Where I'm going with this shit. But people be thinking that invisible code, oh, well, there's certain shit that I won't do and all of that other shit and everything. They be thinking that's some shit that kind of like props them up or gives them extra cash. The fuck, that's a weakness, motherfucker. That's a weakness. And when you end up in war, a motherfucker is going to use your weaknesses against you, as the fuck they should. That's strategic warfare. Whether you like your opponent or you like their methods or not, that's what the fuck they gonna do. But you got these motherfuckers on this bitch that get into war with goddamn demons and then act surprised when they end up in hell and cry victim when they down there. Nah, homie. That's why I said you gotta ask yourself: Are you just taking a quick vacation down there? You know what I'm saying? When you gotta go to hell, you know what I'm saying? Are you just gonna purchase a timeshare? Every now and then you gonna use it. Every now and then you not. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Don Gordito. That's what happened with Big J Triple X. He took my kindness for weakness. Now he knows. Man, shout out to Don Gordito, man. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Donations, 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 gifts, 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 more gifts, more gifts.
Appreciate that, big dog. You know what I'm saying? $10 holler. Y'all follow his lead and y'all hit that, man. Appreciate that, right? But nah, for real. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to purchase a timeshare. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to go down there for maybe a week or two out of the year. You know what I'm saying? Or you going to purchase property out that motherfucker. Set up shop. Because a lot of motherfuckers ain't even just purchase property. Bro, they got an entire portfolio. Multiple businesses down that motherfucker. They got equity in other people's businesses down in hell. So if you dealing with somebody like that, how the fuck you think that you supposed to be able to operate like an angel from heaven that can't do any wrong? Fuck the motherfuckers, man. Or just learn how to ignore some shit. But nobody wants to do either. That 1 foot in, 1 foot out shit, man, I'm sorry. I can't respect that shit, bro. What up, Bridget? Shout out to Bridget. You know what I'm saying? With the $5 ball. Thanks again. We got more and more and more of that.
Witness the sea walk of the incredible. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. 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 I wanna thank you all. I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you all. I wanna thank you. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog. Everybody say Messi. The city is a big. West side is a big.
Man, appreciate that. $5 super stickers in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm rich, biatch. You know what I'm saying? I can retire and live for the rest of my life now. As long as I don't live past, 4 p.m. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. What up, Soul Provider? You know, let me knock on wood for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to happen to myself. But nah, I just don't understand that shit, man. Because I be hearing all types of shit from all types of motherfuckers on here. And I be like, yo, what the fuck is your plan, bro? What the fuck is your goal with this shit? Like, where are you really trying to go? What you want to accomplish? Same shit I ask all my clients, you know? For real. Like, what's your goal? What do you want to accomplish, right? And usually, they say something along the lines of, oh, well, shout out to Thelonious as well. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Witness the sea walk of the incredible. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta.
Thank you so much. He said respect. You know what I'm saying? With the $5 super chat, man. Damn, man. Gotta love them colors. Gotta love them colors. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, people be like, oh, well, I just kind of want to just show everybody and this and that. Bro, you do know that a majority of these motherfuckers on here are like, they have the IQ of a box of fucking rocks. And I'm going to get into that when we do our breakdown on the difference between facts and opinions. Because again, as I said in the beginning, I really don't like to insult the intelligence of people, but it becomes extremely annoying when people's intelligence or lack thereof insults me. Like, and that's where we are to this point. I'm not even insulting anybody's intelligence. Their intelligence is insulting me. And I'm like, you want to show people some shit, and you know what I'm saying? So just say you want to, like, the goal is to put on a fucking show. If this is on some WWE shit, just say that. You know what I'm saying? Take a bow, give the credits at the end. But understand that the villain's about to get top billing, as the villain always does. You know? You look at some of the greatest masterpieces that were produced when it comes to, cinema. Whether that shit be The Godfather, Scarface, Batman, like real shit. You talking about Michael Corleone, Tony Montana, the damn the Joker. The motherfuckers get top billing. That's the star of the show. I give a fuck about the damn here. The fuck out of here, bro. So I'm like, what type of show you trying to put on? And on top of that, it's like the song that never ends. I'm sorry, man. I got an affinity for this space and the people in it. I fucks with a lot of y'all. But at the same time, I'm only gonna fucks with y'all but so long before I just get annoyed. It's just like, I talked about this shit a long time ago. It's almost like getting kicked in your kneecaps by a fucking midget, right? When you get kicked in your kneecaps by a midget, it doesn't hurt, but it just stings so much. And after a while, you're just going to get annoyed and you're going to kick that motherfucker across the goddamn room. Don't let no motherfucking midget keep kicking on me. Fuck up out of here, bro. But the way people go look at it, you know what I'm saying? They go look at it like I'm bullying a midget. Man, fuck that motherfucker. Like, what? I told him to leave me alone. I told him to stop it. And I get it, man. A lot of these folks don't be knowing what the fuck. I don't know if they just don't understand plain, simple, goddamn English. Or they just brain dead. You know what I'm saying? Or what the fuck ever. But bro, at some point, you gotta refuse to just let people keep fucking with you, bro. Like, I'm like, who raised y'all motherfuckers? Like, what school did y'all grow up in? Like, what school did y'all go to back in the day? A bully gonna keep bullying motherfuckers until somebody busts that motherfucker dead in his shit. Or her shit, because I done seen girls bully. Hey, I probably seen more girls bully girls than anything. Somebody gotta bust her in her shit, or bust him in his shit in front of every fucking body. Yep. Look, I'm gonna go into this shit, right? You be amazed how people's fucking demeanor changes. And how their attitude changes, and how just a lot of shit, all of the dynamics change about somebody when they see their own fucking blood, man. like for real. You be fucking amazed. Like, some people lose it, get hysterical. Other people just go into fucking shock. You know? And others just change. You know what I'm saying? When the feeling of mortality, it becomes evident and it just stares them right in the face. It's like, holy shit. I'm new. I'm different. You know what I'm saying? It's like that movie Saw. Look, I'm saying a lot of shit. I got to get into this because I can't really sit up here too much longer, right? But it's like that movie Saw. Like, it's kind of fucked up. Was very fucked up. What they was doing to people in that fucking movie. But there was a reason for it, according to the villain in that fucking movie. He was like, you guys don't appreciate life. You don't appreciate your life. You don't appreciate the lives of others. That's why you do the shit that you fucking do. So we're going to put you in a fucked up situation, and we're going to see what lengths you're willing to go to and see exactly how much you appreciate your own fucking life. And I get it. You know, a lot of folks wasn't willing to cut off their own fucking foot just to be able to go on living, or chop their own arm off, you know? Or dig through somebody's fucking intestines just to get a key to their own freedom. I get it. But as far as, you know, how that shit correlates to YouTube and everything else, just come on here, use your camera and your microphone to just say that shit. Look, I'm not built for war, and I prefer not to go into it. You know? But nah, this be this one foot in, 1 foot out. Fuck bullshit. Oh, well, yo, it's certain things I'm just not going to say. It's certain things I'm not going to do because, yo, this is what people are going to think. Fuck them motherfuckers. Are you fed up or are you not? Is this annoying? Have you had enough? Or do you want more? Because if you're not willing to go to these lengths, you're just going to get more of the shit that you're complaining about. What up, OG Do Dirty? So, maybe I'll do something about that one later. You know, it was a lot of parties involved, you know, with that shit. What up, Archangel, Yvette? What's good? What's good? You know, a lot of parties involved. Which is some shit that I don't like anyway. I don't even know how all of these other motherfuckers get involved in some shit that was supposed to be between two motherfuckers, maybe even 3 or 4 now. Now I see 10, 15 motherfuckers involved. Bro, that shit shows me that this shit is not, ain't nobody motherfucking innocent. What the fuck I see is a lot of deflection on each goddamn side of it. People trying to use other motherfuckers for the basic tactic of deflection and it's human fucking shields to get the attention off of them. Trust me, I done been in enough wars and beef on this bitch to know those basic ass fucking tactics. And I'm sorry, against me, you gonna have to do some other shit. You gonna have to try some new shit. All that motherfucking, oh, but this person and that person, no motherfucker. It's me and you. I already know you're going to mention this one, you're going to mention that one, you're going to mention that one. No, I'm on your neck. I'm on your neck. Ain't nobody coming to save you. And I ain't calling for fucking help. It's me, it's you. You don't need no crutch. For real. Switch your game plan up or be fucking quiet. That's what I'm saying. Every fire is not the same. Some fires, you got to stomp the motherfuckers out. Other fires, you have to fight with water. Other fires, you have to deprive of oxygen. And other fires, you just got to fucking fight with more goddamn fire. So I don't know if people just haven't identified their opponents. They don't know who the fuck it is that they dealing with. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that shit. And again, to go back to the Anton Corey shit, I remember, Anton getting a fucking warning. He was told, look, you got a life that you living out here, man. So be careful how you disrespect other men, because shit can change when you at war. And that shit just went over that nigga's head. Oh, well, I knew what you was gonna do before you did it. Ugh. And then his wife and his daughter ended up on a fucking t-shirt. Hint, hint. And now, nigga ain't saying much of shit. That nigga drinking wine with Tasha K. Real shit. You drinking wine with Tasha K. This is between you and your bitch now. You don't want no more smoke with that man. Like Corey, that's what the fuck you handle that goddamn shit. Fuck that nigga, man. If you don't like how somebody fights, don't fight with them. Or you just totally neutralize their fucking ass. Obliterate them. So that way they can't fucking fight. Fuck that. I don't like fighting with you. So I'm either not gonna fight you, or I'll rip your fucking lungs out of your goddamn chest, nigga. Because if you can't breathe, you can't fight. I'll cut your fucking legs off. If you can't stand, you can't fight. Cut your fucking arms off. If you can't throw no punches if your arm is 17 fucking feet away from you on the fucking ground. Oh, that's against the rules. Whose rules? I told you not to fuck. That was the rule. You broke the rule when you started fucking with me. The rule was not to fuck with me. Because I'm crazy. That's what I done heard. I remember I was in some shit not too long ago, and this motherfucker tried to say, I'm gonna show everybody exactly how crazy you really are. I'm like, all right, really, bitch? Hey, I can't stop you from doing that. But I tell you what I can do. I can make sure your ass is late. I can make sure you're late. You think you can show everybody how crazy I am? I bet you I'll show them first. Let's go, bitch. Let's go, bitch, nigga. And now let's go, motherfucker. That ain't even some shit that you say. That's actually some shit that a motherfucker be doing. Like, that's some shit a motherfucker be doing. Like, you gotta do some shit. Or not do some shit. Because like I say, some fires you gotta just deprive of oxygen. Because that's all motherfuckers be wanting is attention. That's it. So you gotta take that shit from them. That's all. Other people, you gotta fucking silence their ass. And other people, like for real. I can't tell y'all how to deal with each one of your enemies and your opponents, because I don't know all of your enemies and your opponents on this bitch. I really don't. Or there are certain ones you gonna have to break your code. It's just like that Batman versus the Joker shit. I know your rule is not to delete no one, is not to unalive no one, but you might have to break that motherfucking rule dealing with this psycho. Because if you refuse to break that rule when you dealing with this psycho, there might be a bunch of other motherfuckers that get unalived. So to save, you know what I'm saying, like 50, 100 motherfucking lives, you might have to take this one. Look at it, friend. Hold up. Let me get into the next one. In just a moment here. But yeah. There's a reason why motherfuckers don't fuck with countries like the United States. Or Russia. Or goddamn China and shit. Because they know them niggas got nukes. and especially the US, because they know niggas will fire that shit because they did it. That's it. Every time it be a threat or some shit, motherfuckers just be like, yo, remember Nagasaki, motherfucker? Remember Nagasaki? Give a fuck about them innocent women and children. Hint, hint. Don't give a fuck about that shit. Yo, after you fuck with me, ain't no rules because you broke the first rule by fucking with me in the first place. So we're there with that. We're there with that. And I'm obviously going to have to delve a little deeper into it, but real shit. I am for hire. I have no problem helping people and assisting folks on some kind of strategy to handle whatever is annoying the fuck out of them. Real shit. Because at this point, it's really getting on my nerves. Real content is being sacrificed for the sake of mess and stupidity, which leads into my next topic, right? So check this out, right? I was on the drip shows the other day, like 2 days ago, right? And he was about to break down a show from this Lakeisha Keisha chick, which I showed you guys what that shit was all about, right? And I'll be more than happy to show y'all again what the hell I was talking about, all right? Because, hold on, make sure this is straight here. Okay, so I showed this shit the other day. How this woman just clickbaited and lied. You know what I'm saying? And lied. Same damn video. Had her just lie in the motherfucking title to get some fucking views. Right? Said Anton Daniels forces Mika's husband to file for divorce. Right? Which was a fucking lie. Nothing in that video even suggested or alluded that. There's no proof of that. Nobody on here has even spoken to Mika's husband or any of that type of shit, right? So we really don't know. All right. Now, the woman got about 100,000 subs and she speaks on these topics as if she knows some shit, but she really doesn't. She ain't privy to nothing except the same goddamn fair use, clips, links that everybody else is, which is cool. She's entitled to her opinion and her reaction. Understandable. Nothing wrong with that. But does that give folks the excuse to lie? Because even she knew it was a lie, because that's why she changed the goddamn title to Anton Daniels forces Mika's husband's hand a few hours later, 40,000 views later, or 30,000 views later. You know? So it tells you these people will do this shit just for clicks and views. Now, when I brought up this situation on the Drip Show, I was actually compared to her. Because this stream is not really about Lakeisha and her clickbait. I'm just giving you guys some context before we play this clip, right? I was compared to her. I was told that I clickbaited and lied when I reviewed a stream by Drip himself about what I called Bounty Gate or Scam Gate. Because there was a situation where there was a Cash App that was supposed to be sent. These people were doing bounties, and apparently it was $400 that was sent, but it was supposed to cost $1,200 to match it and be able to come back. So he shows a $5 Cash App on the screen and then tries to tell everybody it's a $500 Cash App, and it was clearly $5. Like, it was clearly $5. Well, now, to give more context, because I don't want to, open up an old can of worms because we put that shit to bed. All right? We put that shit to bed. But the reason why the word scam came about is because y'all know how bounties work. You send a certain amount of money to get rid of somebody, and that person has to match that amount of money to come back. And then if you want to get rid of them again, you got to send some more money. Okay, so the purpose of saying that $5 Cash App was $500 was so that the person that sent the first Cash App would send some more. So we came to the conclusion that the reason why you're telling us that this $5 Cash App, and this is a conclusion we came to, it was an opinion and assessment that we came to based on the content that we reviewed and broke down. The reason why you said that was so that you can get this man to send you some more money. More money. More money. More money. Okay? But the reason why this came up today is because I was told that, yeah, my opinion and my assessment was a lie. And I'm like, how the fuck can an opinion be a lie? So now that's one of the reasons why we just broke this entire shit the fuck down. Like, I actually got visuals to break this shit down today from Merriam-Webster. All right? So you see the difference between a fact and an opinion right here on the screen. A fact is something that can be verified, but an opinion is a belief or judgment about something. A fact is based on research and observation. And an opinion is based on personal view and cannot be verified. Verification possible for facts, verification not possible for opinions. Facts are universal. Opinions vary from one person to the next. Facts are not debatable. Opinions are debatable, but each has the power to influence. Now, it's amazing that I deal with and talk to people that are above the age of 9 fucking years old that don't understand this shit. So what we're going to do here today is we are going to roll this beautiful bean footage, okay? Just to give you guys an example of how a lot of motherfuckers in this goddamn space and on the internet think or don't think at all. Because I don't even think, this ain't even a knock on old boy Drip. There's a lot of folks that really do believe this shit. Yeah. People have totally fucking distorted reality, man. Like, totally. So let me bring this shit up. Right here. What about my feelings? What about them? And that's what I was told as well. He said, hey, it can't be, hey, your opinion is wrong because it was about me. That's what he said. Look, let's roll it. Right? Let's roll it.
Like, it's not proven. It can't be proven to be accurate or inaccurate because it's just an opinion or an assessment.
So I freak thing because the day, like, nigga,
fucking fly with that.
I just seen the thumbnails here.
I don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? But this is just my opinion based on what I'm seeing right here.
And T,
every time.
No. I wouldn't know that you did that, but I do believe that you would do that because you were commentary reviewing fair use. Cool. I didn't watch nobody's shit though.
I'm just saying, Drip.
I just seen the thumbnails of everybody going in.
That's why I'm not gonna apologize for an opinion.
No, T, you still was a lie. So that's what I'm just telling you.
How the fuck is an opinion still a lie? Like, hey, I'm gonna keep rolling it though.
Liar because of an opinion.
No. That don't make sense though. The opinion was about me. I'm telling you, you're lying.
How the fuck do you lie with that? It can't be proven true or false.
Nick, what the fuck you mean it can't be proven? I can prove that shit. I proved everything I fucking did, nigga.
It can't be proven true or false. It's an opinion.
Nigga, I proved everything I did, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, bro? You were lying about me, my nigga. That's all, bro. I ain't trying to go there. I'm just telling you, comparing to you and Keisha, everybody do some clickbait here and there. Or they lying, or they switch the titles, or you know what I'm saying, this and that. But at the end of the day, like, nigga, what you said and a lot more people said was a fucking lie. Because y'all was assuming shit that wasn't true. And I can prove everything because I'm the one that was in it. So I'm just saying, bro, like, bro, I'm really not trying to go back here, bro. Like, that shit over with. I ain't got no smoke, none of that shit. I don't even care. Like,
it's not proven. It can't be proven to be accurate or inaccurate because it's just an opinion or an assessment.
So
I can see one thing and have an opinion and assess one thing, and Trucker Yale can see the same thing, have a totally different opinion and assessment, and neither one of us are wrong.
And I'm gonna come tell both of you motherfuckers, both of y'all lying because it's not true. So watch this.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. Come on. But I get it. This is one of the reasons why this space still exists years later. I told you, this is a real deal idiocracy that we are in. Real shit. Right. But wait, there's more.
And see, because
First off, I disagree. I disagree with that. I disagree. You can definitely have an opinion and not be telling the truth.
Come on, bro.
You know
it was a lie. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. You trying to make me believe some bullshit. I ain't
Believe
doing
because how the hell do you disprove an opinion?
Bro, it was about me, nigga. So I'm telling you, you lying.
It's an opinion.
What do you mean?
Bro.
It doesn't. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm finna pull
up
this video.
Up, bro?
Nah, bro.
Dictionary or Merriam-Webster. You can insult me, but don't
and T, I'm not insulting nobody. I'm telling you to your face on this panel like a man, bro. You were lying, my nigga. You're a liar, bro. You lied about this shit, bro. Oh, okay, big.
I can lie if I present it.
Is it a statement? Is it a statement? It's a statement, though, right? You made a statement.
If I just came up, bro, here's the deal. If I just came up and said, "Hey, Drip, you scammed that Drip scammed that
nigga, you did."
And I know it. Hey, I said that's in my opinion. That's what I said.
Bro.
That's what I said.
Okay, you right.
So real shit. That's an opinion.
Right, okay.
Bro, I wasn't there, and I wasn't on either side of your Cash App or any of that. So that's all I can say.
Hello. Seeing you smile, Drip.
Thank you, man. Because I'm laughing at this nigga. He ain't worth the shit.
There's a difference between a fact and an opinion.
She want to see Drip smile, nigga. What did you do? This motherfucking video. So, man, we finna go on this video. Hold on, Etsy.
Like, this is the goofy shit that I be saying, man. Like, it's like, I'm like, yo, nobody know. Now people don't even know the difference between a fact and a fucking opinion. Now, you want to blame this shit on the internet or social media? Because I did a study not too long ago, probably a couple of months ago on my channel that literally explained how and why this current generation of human beings on Earth, for the first time in documented history over the course of 1,000 fucking plus years, is actually like dumber, lower IQs than the previous generation. The first time. in the information age where people have a wealth of knowledge at their fucking fingertips, not even a cord attached to it, don't have to fully read a book, the goddamn device will talk to them out loud, and they still know less than the previous generation. Can you please make this shit make sense? To me, it makes none. I'm sorry. How the fuck?
Play the hold on and T, hold on, bro. We finna pull up this video because everybody now already. That's why everybody got quiet, because they like, bro, he can tell you his life.
No, I mean, look, I can't tell you why everybody got quiet, but in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Based on assessing the situation, I believe they got quiet because they have no argument for what the fuck I'm saying. And instead of just making the host of the show look bad, they're just quiet. Especially the woman that came up there, Toya, that bragged about having her journalism degree, but still couldn't argue with me about lying and clickbait that can fall into the category of slander, defamation, and or maybe even libel. How that shit's borderline illegal. She came up there to argue with me about that, but now is conveniently on mute when I want somebody to explain the difference between a fact and an opinion, because I know what it is, but since you're not listening to me, maybe you'd listen to somebody else, but nobody can do it because they either don't know or don't want to state it because it's going to make the host of the show look bad. This is fucking wild, man. This is the world that we live in. This is some go along to get along shit.
Everybody that look at you say your opinion can be wrong. Yes, nigga, you was lying. So
and that new truth that was his way of validating it. Shiesty bum, who's in the chat. Look, even Shiesty said it. An opinion can be wrong. An assessment can be inaccurate. But an opinion cannot be a lie unless you are lying about your opinion. In other words, not being truthful about your actual belief or assessment. But at the end of the day, it's still your belief. And that's if you believe one thing, but you're saying you believe another thing. That's the only time you can be lying. But if a person is giving their true opinion, it cannot be proven to be a lie or not. Shout out to Merriam-Webster. Okay? And you're about to hear more. A fact is based on research or observation, and verification is possible. A fact is not debatable. But an opinion is based on personal view, cannot be verified. It can't be. And I'm being argued with over this. You understand?
I said we're gonna pull up this video about the 10 richest black NBA players in the world and how these niggas really go broke with this.
And I'm not here to insult nobody's intelligence. I'm not here to insult nobody's intelligence, but this lack thereof is insulting to me. I'm just being 100. Nah, what the fuck is there to talk? I don't have no problem with the man. I really don't. I don't appreciate being called a liar. But in the context in which he stated it, I really can't take it personally because it has no goddamn validity. I was called a liar because of an opinion. So the fuck, you clearly don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So I can't take that personally. So I ain't got no problem with Drip. So there's really nothing to clear up or talk about. Yo, but this, come on.
Yes, like it's really a good ass video, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna show people like all these niggas be capping about this money. They ain't got it. It be false. niggas really ain't got no money. But
I
it's
like
real
the way
interesting.
y'all conveniently don't know the difference between a fact and an opinion. That
Bro,
shit
get out of here, bro. It's a statement, and that statement was fucking wrong. It's a lie.
I mean, the main difference is that an opinion,
right? But it was about me though. It was about
and an
me
opinion
though.
cannot. That is the difference.
Me, bro. It was about me. So what are you saying? I'm telling you, it's a lie. True, you say Ant-Man didn't lie. Well, nigga, come prove him wrong then. Because, nigga, you lied too, nigga. Let's start there. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I seen Truth ass rap twerking too.
Hey,
what we doing?
It's my opinion that Jesus got wings. It's my opinion that Jesus got wings and he looked like Bowser. That's my opinion, but we know it ain't true.
Bro.
Actually, we don't know it's not true because it can't be proven true or false. But we'll go.
Man,
it's in the chat, bro. Find it. Cause y'all got me been out there. I see that truck. Man, you got too much background noise, bro.
Oh, my bad.
I see, bro. People send me clips and screenshots of everybody, bro. I ain't never said nothing to nobody, bro. Never said nothing to nobody because I didn't give a fuck. That's why I told Auntie just before all this bullshit. I said, I really don't want to go there, bro. I'm just comparing you and Lakeisha with the whole thing about you said she was lying. I wasn't trying to do all this, bro. I really wasn't. And I'm not finna go back down that rabbit hole. I'm finna move forward with the show because we spent a whole hour on it. And that was just kind of wild. But what I'm saying to you is, bro, if it was about me, I could see if it was about just random person who can't prove it. You said me, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I could tell you that your opinion is a fucking lie.
like, dude.
That's all I'm telling you, bro. Like, I don't see no other way around it. What about you do, Dirty?
I mean, that's like an oxymoronic statement because an opinion can't be a lie. Yep.
Oh, bro, come on.
Yep. Like that's it. Unless I'm lying about my opinion. Like if I'm telling you that I believe something and I really don't.
Wait.
That's the only way that an opinion is a lie.
So let me ask themselves on diamond. Can an opinion?
Truck, say what you gotta say, and we moving forward, bro. Because this is, yeah, I'm stuttering.
No, you're done. Y'all done. This, we're not getting anywhere. This is not being productive. We gonna watch it.
Right, y'all gonna fuck with Merriam-Webster? That's
operates differently.
Who is Merriam-Webster?
That's what I'm talking about. We're done. Y'all have a good night.
There you go. I'm gonna spin that one more time because, bro. That explains everything. That's the part that I wanted to get to before I get the fuck up out of here. Okay?
And we moving forward, bro, because this is, yeah, I'm stuttering.
No, you're done. Y'all done. This, we're not getting anywhere. This is not being productive. We gonna watch it.
Right, y'all gonna fuck with Merriam-Webster? That's
operates differently.
Who is Merriam-Webster?
That's what I'm talking about. We're done. Y'all have a good night.
No. That nigga legit said, who is Merriam-Webster? A motherfucker. Like, yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I'm like, you're right. We can just get on with the goddamn show because there's nothing else to debate. Even though this is the difference between facts and opinions. Words have meanings, definitions. And so does a word like lie. So that's why I take offense to being called a fucking liar for giving my opinion. But when you got 40-year-old motherfuckers that'll literally say to you, who is Merriam-Webster, what the fuck else is there to debate and argue? There's nothing else. There's nothing else. I'm sorry. And I'm done with that shit, man. There's no reason to argue or debate this shit any further with anybody. And to be honest, there's a lot of these niggas on here that I refuse to argue with and debate with for that fucking reason right there. It's like, remember they used to say, it's like arguing with or talking to a fucking brick wall. Why the fuck would I do that? Why would I do it? And to be honest, love wisdom. That shit ain't funny. That's sad. That's extremely sad. Like, it's sad. But this is, I'm not even going to say the space. This is the world that we living in. You know, I said this shit years ago. When you have blithering idiots call rocket scientists and fucking brain surgeons stupid. Like, I saw that shit. I saw a motherfucker, some crazy, you know what I'm saying, redneck motherfucker barely could utter 3 sentences out of the English language on television. Motherfucker called Ben Carson stupid. Yeah, he's just stupid. I'm like, the man's a fucking brain surgeon. And you likely have the attention span of a goddamn brick. And you're calling him stupid? You can't make this shit up. How the hell is that gonna get out of hand, Bridget? I'm done with that. I shouldn't have to debate the difference between a fact and an opinion. I ain't got no beef with that, man. Because that entire conversation, that doesn't say much about me. That says more about other folks. So how the fuck would that get out of hand? If anybody takes that shit personally, they got an issue. Am I going to get fucking shit on for that? This shit happened on live. I'm done with it. I just want to make sure that everybody who watches my channel understands the difference between a fact and an opinion. Because real shit, if you don't understand the difference between a fact and an opinion, could you please do me a fucking favor right now? Unsub, go to the fucking channel and hit do not recommend in feed. You do not meet the IQ requirement. That's it. And if you have an attention span that's longer than that of a fucking goldfish, then, hey, if you didn't know the difference between a fact and an opinion, I'm assuming you know the difference between a fact and an opinion after today. So yeah, you can stay. But it's impossible for that shit to get out of hand on my part, because the fuck? What the fuck? That's like debating, is the sky blue with somebody. How the fuck? Why? Like, what the fuck? Dog, where the hell y'all's IQ at? The fuck, you talk to him? The fuck? About what? What a fact is, minus an opinion? I ain't your motherfucking language arts teacher. You got Toya there. Hire her for the tutorial. Hey, who the fuck? That's what I'm saying, man. The fuck, man. Bro, I don't feel disrespected. The man called me a liar because of my opinion. I don't feel disrespected because he doesn't know what an opinion is. So how the fuck could I feel disrespected? Are you not listening, Smitty? The only reason why I'm even doing a show on this fucking basic, remedial, goddamn less than elementary bullshit is because all this did was highlight that you have grown ass adults that don't even know the difference between a fact and a fucking opinion. Which, yes, I'm sorry, I believe that shit is sad. But no, I don't feel disrespected because of somebody else's lack of fucking... I can't even call that shit intelligence, but just basic knowledge of the fucking English language. Like, basic knowledge. Can you see my fucking face right now? Because it looks just like this. Why the fuck would I feel disrespected by that? I'm just saying, he ain't the only one. Which is a shame. It's a fucking shame. Like, I mean, it's a shame. Damn. And if y'all don't think like that, that's the underlying fucking issue, man. Now, if he were the only one and it were a one-off, I'd be like, hey, man, I'll just leave it where it is, bro. That shit ain't even worth reviewing. Trust me, I done got into some arguments with some stupid motherfuckers on here. I ain't do no reviews on that shit. Because, fuck, this shit, real shit. I'll kill a few brain cells. Just think about this shit. But the fact that you had multiple motherfuckers that agree with that shit, it just shows that people don't have basic knowledge of the English language, and they'll prove it to you by literally saying they don't even know who Merriam-Webster is. God damn. God damn. That's not even just that's a problem. Bro, the system has failed us. Like the educational system has failed us. A lot of these motherfuckers' parents done failed them. Society has failed. Is currently failing. Y'all want to talk about how to fix the community? Fuck these relationships. Remember, I told you this shit. I told y'all this shit a long time ago. Ain't no damn relationship topics. Y'all motherfuckers ain't even qualified for that shit. Y'all motherfuckers talking about relationships in this fucking space especially, but with most of these folks on the internet, is like having a conversation about astrophysics or nuclear fusion with kids in kindergarten. I've said it before and I'll say it again, and that shit just proves it. The fuck I want to talk a relationship. You don't even know who the fuck Merriam-Webster is. You ain't know the difference between a fact and opinion. Now, even if people told me, look, man, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, when to use a hyphen, you know what I'm saying, or when to use a comma or a semicolon as opposed to a colon, or a period as opposed to an exclamation point, I wouldn't even trip about that, man. I wouldn't even trip about that, man. That's not a lot of people's niche, you know what I'm saying, and even in today's world, you know what I'm saying, text and shit has caused people to pretty much speak an entirely different language. I get that. But when it comes about that people will call you a fucking liar for your opinion, now I didn't call this woman a liar because of her opinion, because she's entitled to it. I called her a liar because her title is a lie. That's why she changed it. But I'm not gonna lie, I actually had a conversation, and it didn't really go very long, but it was on Platinum Elites yesterday, okay? And of course, he was talking about the Anton Daniels Mika situation, right? And there was a woman up there that literally said that she didn't understand how it's disrespectful to her man to receive gifts from other men. And on top of that, she's okay with other women that are not her man's mother or her own mother, you know what I'm saying, cooking food for her man. Like, she said that shit. And I just said, hey, you must have been absent that day in fucking women's school. Like, that is what it is. And especially if you don't know what's disrespectful. She was like, well, yeah, you know, that used to have, that happened, you know what I'm saying, in the past. And yeah, my man did feel disrespected, but I didn't know until then. It's like, the fuck? So you just hit your own man with blatant disrespect, and you didn't even know what construed disrespect to your man. Like, you didn't even know. She's like, nah, well, I didn't think relationships were that intricate. I didn't think I had to think that hard. I'm like, can we agree that you really didn't think at all? It was really just the absence of thought. Can we agree on that? She's like, yeah, well, I didn't think, but I didn't think you had to think in relationships. And I'm like, bro, you don't think you had to think? Why the fuck is it okay to go through life doing anything without thinking? Unless you've done something so much that it's so much muscle memory involved that you can just do it without thinking. But she said it herself. She was young in those relationships. And that's why I said, I'm like, man, y'all be giving these potato brain ass chicks a little too much goddamn grace. And then even Platinum is like, but Ant, man, we like women over here. I like women too. But I ain't got no time for no potato brain ass bitch. I'm sorry. So no wonder a lot of these niggas are complaining about relationships, and a lot of these chicks are complaining about goddamn men and all of that shit. Okay, number one, you got a clear-cut example of women that don't fucking think, and you got niggas that don't know the difference between a fact and an opinion. Of course there's about to be issues. All within a span of 48 hours. And perception is such reality to these motherfuckers that they see this shit. They see a chick that literally has a rotten vegetable between her ears with a spinal cord attached to it. And they're like, see, but this is how women are. The fuck out of here. I know a lot of women, but I know very few that are that goddamn stupid. And if you know more women than not that are that goddamn stupid, water is likely finding its own fucking level. And I would say the same shit about a chick that got a nigga that doesn't know the difference between a fact and an opinion and is damn near 40 fucking years old. How the fuck did this nigga even fucking get the time of day with you? Likely your ass is about as bright as a blown light bulb just the same. So no wonder you're going through shit. I'm just saying though. So when people say make it make sense, I just did. I just did. Exclamation point. Okay? So I get it. I'll probably just stay my ass the fuck over here at the goddamn boiler room and be careful where the fuck I go, Because they say because I'm not only am I not wrapped too fucking tight as far as my sanity goes and shit, I can be a little crazy at times. Yeah, I get it. But I'm not that fucking smart. I'm a hell of a salesman, but I ain't that damn smart, right? But if I'm the smartest man in most of these fucking rooms, I'm clearly in the wrong fucking room. I'm just being 100. Because that's bad. Like, that's bad. And I agree with you. This should not be considered a black YouTube space. Well, I'm sorry. Matter of fact, let me rephrase that shit. This should not be considered. This space should not be considered black YouTube. But again, these people are like the children in that show Rugrats. Because they're babies, they think they think their backyard is the world. Is the whole fucking world. They think that the world doesn't go beyond that fence. But that's understandable because they're fucking babies that wear diapers. They're fucking babies. And but it's a shame when you got 30-something and 40-something and damn near 50 and some of these motherfuckers 50-plus-year-old motherfuckers that think that this little subsector of the internet is black YouTube. Ain't that about a bitch? Because I've had enough conversations with people on here to know that and they was black people too. Everybody ain't this goddamn stupid. They not. And I don't know if people are just faking that shit for the camera, and for views, so that way a large portion of short attention span, low IQ motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, can relate to them. I don't know. But the overall consensus, it's just sad. And that's my opinion. So who the fuck's gonna call me a liar for that? I'm waiting. I'm pretty sure somebody gonna fire up a response to this shit and tell me I just lied. When I say that this is sad. Man, normally I would be like, man, the nerve, the unmitigated gall. But I really don't think, I can't even say that. Because people just don't know, dog. That's why I'm like, when people like, oh, y'all should talk about it and clear it up. There's nothing to clear up. Because there's no smoke. I mean, you don't know no better. You using words, but you don't know the meaning of those words or what context to be able to use them in. And that's cool. You just, I stated my opinion and you misspoke when you said that I was a liar. Whatever. No, I don't know. That's just that situation. Because an opinion can't be a lie. But I was told over and over again that my opinion was a lie. So, hey, I mean, and motherfuckers will die on that sword, bro. So it's cool. I mean, if you're willing to die on that sword, hey, shout out to whoever got a life insurance policy on your ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They about to cash the fuck out. You know? Quick. You willing to die on that fucking sword. You know? They about to get paid. You know? And the insurance company got fucking due. About time the insurance company start losing out this bitch. You know? For real. Ain't no marathon for me. I'm done with that topic. That one's been stomped. I can't, like I said, again, if you heard this stream, I can't stop folks from responding to it if that's what they want to do. But real shit, please feel free to unsub, do not recommend in feed. You know what I'm saying? If you still don't know the difference between a fact and an opinion, and you think people, now granted, yes, there are people that are not giving their truthful opinion, and we call them grifters. You know, they're just going along to get along with the narrative just for an algorithm. Understandable. You know, but when someone's giving you their true belief or opinion, I mean, bro, if you believe that, please unsub, hit the 3 dots. Do not recommend this channel in your feed anymore because you do not meet the intelligence requirement. I'm just being real. You're likely going to feel extremely insulted by a lot of the content that I do. And you should. You don't belong, you know, in this class with these students. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. You need a different class. Likely the type of class where, you know, the kids have to wear helmets and they go to lunch at like 9:30, 10 a.m. 9:30, 10 a.m. and it's like 6 kids in the class. Like that's likely, yeah, that's likely where you should be for a good portion of the day. You know, and that's no knock to you. I'm sure that the school has a different requirement for graduation and advancement to the next grade. They have a different requirement for you than they have for me, and they should, because we're not of the same ilk. You know, like we're not. You know what I'm saying? It's like you should be graded on a curve. You know, it's understandable. So that's what I'm saying. Ain't no smoke. Ain't no smoke at all. Trust me, when I got smoke, y'all know it. I just think it's extremely sad, man. You know, and maybe I've been in this space too fucking long. I got a little too much of a heart, you know. But this is the world that we live in, you know. Like, this is the world that we live in. So on that note, man, I got shit to do, you know, today. So it was a pleasure. I've already been up here way too long. I'll be back, you know, later on, you know what I'm saying, for WTF, What the Fuck Wednesdays. You know what I'm saying? That'll be fun. This is Ant's Morning Rant that done spilled into the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. What up, 6'9" Trooper? You know, shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to everybody that supported through Super Chat. You know what I'm saying? Any cash apps that came in or will come in. You know what I'm saying? Greatly appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? We about to go get it popping. As far as this whole strategic warfare shit, you know what I'm saying? When is enough? You know? Hey, y'all gotta decide that shit. If you've decided that enough is enough and you done dealing with fuck shit, y'all hit me up, man. Y'all see the IG. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. That shit is scrolling at the fucking bottom. You know what I'm saying? It's about to come up. You know what I'm saying? Right down there. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. I will tell you how to fucking eradicate, obliterate, or get rid of who the fuck you're dealing with. At this point, if you've decided enough is enough, you should have plenty of intel on that motherfucker. So just tell me. I'll help you to him. I'm not doing the work for you. But real shit, I'll tell you exactly how to get that shit done in a legitimate time frame, so that way you can get on with your motherfucking life. For real. You know? I've been meaning to kick off that goddamn consulting firm in this space for years. So I see that there's an actual need for it. You know? But I'm pretty sure ain't nobody gonna hit me up Because again, people like playing with fire because people like being burnt. You know, people like being burnt. Sounds crazy, right? They're like, who would like being burnt? Hey. The same people that were absent for fucking like an entire fucking semester and a half of women's school. And the same motherfuckers that don't know the difference between a fact and an opinion, which is a lot of motherfuckers. But that is the space that we live in. You know, that's the space that we're in, and that's the world that we live in now. So it's not just one, it's plenty. The shit ain't never gonna stop. These folks is gonna keep on doing that shit. If y'all are gonna continue to be entertained by it, that's up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's up to y'all. I hold an event, you know what I'm saying, once, twice, maybe even 3 times a year, you know what I'm saying, so that, hey, people can actually air that shit out, get that shit out of their system and all of that. Because I know sometimes, hey, that's what you got to do. But, you know what I'm saying, people would rather do this shit every fucking day. And that's cool. I'm not doing this shit every day. I don't have the patience. I don't have the fucking time. Like I said, on that note, I got to get up out of here. Shout out to Bridget, 6'9" Trooper, Emperor Kojak, you know what I'm saying, Sop Passe, you know what I'm saying, Bridget, Smitty, Love Wisdom, you know what I'm saying, Yeti Black, Brownie, you know what I'm saying, appreciate all of y'all, you know what I'm saying, coming through. And anybody that I missed, shout out to L Nixon too, you know what I'm saying, something to think about. Salute. I'm out. Peace.